Hey friends and family, I just want to say that Artist Master just pointed out to me that I've surpassed this 700 mark in subscribers. And I just want to thank you all very much. I really don't solicit subscribers. I did a long time ago. And so I even thought maybe it was time for people to be getting sick of me. So thank you for continuing to join in. I must say, though, that I'm not going to have a contest. And the reason is that, in all honesty, with my schedule, I would really stress myself out by having a contest and trying to track it. Um, I do a fair amount of sharing and trading with people. I want to continue that. And so that's, that will go on, but I'm not going to have a contest. Yeah, no. And I'm going to include a couple of more things in this update. So thank you, subscribers. And anyone watching this, if it suits you, subscribe. I also want to thank Jeffrecordman1958. He stopped by a few days ago with a lady friend of his. They were so cute together. Really enjoyed their company, but he brought me some albums that were doubles from his recent jazz motherlode find at the antiquarium. And what he gave me was Blues Walk by Lou Donaldson. Sweet, sweet. I'll talk about these in just a second. Yeah. The Avant-Garde, John Coltrane and Don Cherry. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. We're talking primo material here. And the third one, oh, yes, Jeff. Thank you, my brother. John Coltrane with Wilbur Hardin. Countdown, the Savoy Sessions. Jeff did me right. I've always loved jazz. I listen to jazz on a fairly regular basis, but what happens when you kind of refocus on an area of music, it reawakens your appreciation. And something I've always loved about particularly the sound of Blue Note and Prestige jazz records is the ambience. There's an ambience to many jazz recordings that, the best way I can put it is that all is right in the world when certain jazz is playing. That's the way it feels to me. A lot of Blue Note recordings fit that. Art Blakey comes to mind. The Joe Henderson comes to mind. Jackie McLean. The Lou Donaldson. All is right in my world when jazz is playing. The ambience is something powerful and wonderful about good jazz music that, in my opinion, you don't find it in the same way in other forms of music. So I give up much props to jazz, much respect to jazz. I'm going to go ahead and show a couple more things that I bought recently, do an all-inclusive update. This will be a short one, though. I recently took a chance on something without looking it up. I like to do it every now and then. And I got this, Prurient Bermuda Drain with Prurient. Apparently this is a solo recording by one of the cats from Cold Cave. Now, I don't really care for Cold Cave too much, and when I first put this on, it's a good thing I didn't listen to this because I would not have bought it upon first listen. There's a real ragged, jagged edge to the vocals screaming, and there's a real disgruntled sort of vibe going on throughout this. But I'm glad, and I've listened to it several times now, and I do like it. It's a little uncomfortable at times listening to it. But I listen to the words, and it's like, it makes sense where this music is coming from. Well, where do you go when it's all been laid down before? You really can't go much more extreme, although that's what they're trying to do. So really what you try to do is you just try to really make it as personal as possible. This is good. Prurient with Bermuda Drain. I also got in the mail, there's a bunch of records that I didn't buy as records in the 90s. I was just focused on CDs, and so now I'm kind of picking up on some of those bands I never had on vinyl, and one of them is the Heartthrobs. And this is a 12-inch single for the song Outside. Hope to find their 2 albums on CD, vinyl. Eventually have them on CD. A bit of trivia, I believe it's the singer of this band or the bass player, 2 women in the band. One of them was related to Pete DeFreitas of Echo and the Bunnymen. Just a bit of trivia for you. This is not shoegaze, but it's atmospheric, kind of dream pop maybe in a way. Great, great band. What else did I get? Got this in the mail. I was happy to find a still sealed copy of John Hassel's Earthquake Island. Now, I think some of y'all need to be picking up on this. This is pretty fantastic. John Hassel, as I've said before, was honestly one of the people that inspired Brian Eno to jump off into ambient music and to call it as such. This album isn't so much ambient. His one before this, Vernal Equinox, is, but you can hear that going on in this music. And the lineup, this band is amazing. He's got Nana Vasconcelos on here. He's got Ricardo Silveiro on guitar. He's got Miroslav Vitus on bass. Badal Roy on tabla. Dom Omramao on percussion. This is excellent. This is excellent. World music, pre-ambient music, post-ambient. I don't know what you call it. It's just really, really, really good. Slightly jazzy, yeah. Slightly. Really good, yeah. Real happy to finally get this. I've never owned a copy of this. Weasels Rip My Flesh. Man, I love that cover. And I love the album. One of the songs, the second song is this big blues jam, which I usually take off. As soon as I hear the blues, I usually take it off. I went ahead and listened. You know, it's good. It's good. I just love this cover, though. I mean, I love Zappa and the Mothers. But this is one of my favorite album covers. Now that I'm looking at it and sharing it with you, I can say, yeah, this is one of the iconic rock record album covers ever made, in my opinion. This is one of my favorites. Just tops. Last thing I'll show is I have a Japanese pressing of this, but used to have this one, sold it for good money. Glad to get a copy of it back in good condition, and that's Steve Jansen, Richard Barbieri's Worlds in a Small Room. This again file under ambient or new age. No, not new age. I hate that term. Ambient. You guys like some chill? Matter of fact, I played this for Jeffrecordman and his girlfriend. She's not his girlfriend, but he loves this woman. Yeah, she's a soulmate. And they just melted. And I did too with them. They had never heard this. Jeff had never heard this. This is so good from beginning to end. Worlds in a Small Room really fits it. It really takes you to a place special. I'm going to stop there, folks. I just wanted to thank you subscribers. I want to thank my friend Jeff Jeffrecordman1958 to you folks. I want to thank again all of you folks that have answered the thread. Fantastic learning from you folks more about you and about what's important to you. A lot of that comes through in the music and the way it touches you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.